Black Ops 7, without exaggeration, might be one of the most unenjoyable AAA shooters anybody's ever touched, guys. It's not just bad, it's garbage. And the reason why it's failed and how bad it's failed tells us a lot about AAA PvP shooters, guys. This is Call of Duty. This was for the longest time the king. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Battlefield 6 just completely tops it. Oof. Big oof here, guys. Again, Black Ops 7 isn't just disappointing, it's baffling. It feels like a sloppy band aid on a franchise that used to be smart, competitive, and polished. The developers behind Black Ops 7, they're a totally different team than what's worked on successful Call of Duties in the past, and it totally shows, guys. And this isn't just opinion. I haven't heard anybody say anything good about this game. I have no desire. I was trying to pick up the Little Caesars coupon codes whenever you get your receipts and you can get like free double XP and stuff. I have no desire to even redeem these codes, spend money on this game. Check it out. It's on Game Pass free. I don't even want to play the darn thing. But anyways, it's not just opinion. If you look at the Steam charts, Black Ops 7 is absolutely struggling, while Battlefield 6 is doing better despite being a completely different game. And no, it's not because the shooter market is crowded that Black Ops 7 is failing, guys. We've had more competition in the past, and Call of Duty still dominated. The problem is that AAA shooters themselves are collapsing. Call of Duty stopped making games for gamers. And you know what? I'll even venture to say, beyond just Call of Duty, anytime a studio or a developer starts making games for their gamers, it ruins it. You start making games for the little Twitter mob crowd, that small percentage that's very vocalized yet doesn't mean shit. They don't even play video games. And then on top of that, you're making video games. I heard somebody say and describe it. You're making video games for little Timmy, who are players who just want 10-minute, easy, flashy action moments and skins that they could spend $20 on. You want to appeal to this weird crowd, this weird casual crowd that doesn't care that you're making slop. That they're fine with $20 skins and cosmetics and microtransactions, and I don't know. It's kind of cringe, but that method, this playbook they've been using has worked for a while, guys. But now people are moving on. That type of audience that Call of Duty was catering to, those people have the span of a goldfish. They move on to the next shiny game. The core audience, though, the people who actually love good FPS games, the people who love Call of Duty for its skill, its balance, its competitive gameplay, they left years ago because you weren't giving them what they wanted. They found better alternatives. The bigger picture here is this isn't somebody sitting here crying. This isn't nostalgia whining like, oh, Pepperidge Farm remembers when Black Ops was good and Call of Duty was good. I'm not asking for remakes of games like Black Ops 2 or anything like that. I'm just saying the franchise actively has alienated its original audience. Straight up for that crowd, that edgelord, I don't know, short attention span crowd that was buying into the microtransactions and the way that they were just doing the formula. They alienated the original audience. Now Black Ops 7 is a meme. It's literally a meme. Even nostalgia bait isn't enough to make people come back to this game. There's nothing they could do. They need to just take a break from Call of Duty. In my opinion, give like a good 2-3 year break from it. Stop releasing this goddamn thing annually. You've already made it suffer enough. Suffer, Black Ops. Anyways, this misstep isn't isolated. It's a reflection of how AAA development has become out of touch. Like I said, all these studios, we've been covering Ubisoft, Activision, EA, you name it. They're all arrogant. They're all willing to gamble franchises on short-term gains. Like they're literally looking for the quickest way to make profits. And while money does make the world go round, it doesn't help. It doesn't build a loyal fan base, doesn't build loyal communities, doesn't keep people playing your games. They just go on to the next shiny thing. Activision, for a little bit, they seem to think that they could just ride nostalgia. Like every game could just be based on nostalgia or flashy cosmetics. But if your core audience has left for good, there's nothing left to ride on. You don't have an audience. All the loyal people are gone at this point. You don't make money off of that. You don't grow off of that. It shows the people that are in charge now or the people that are running things, they're out of touch. They're absolutely out of touch. You have to look at your core demographic. And we were talking about how Battlefield's literally sold like 91% more or six, what was it? I don't even remember what the actual percentage was, but they definitely have a 63% lead apparently on sales. If you look at any kind of sales numbers, Steam numbers, it's a mess. And Call of Duty is even getting beaten by things like Arc Raiders and Where Winds Meet and things like that. It's not good. What does this mean for the shooter landscape, for Battlefield, for games like that? Well, for upcoming AAA shooters, Black Ops 7 shows that even the biggest franchises aren't safe. If you're not listening to your players, you're not designing for long-term engagement, and you're not respecting your community, your market share can evaporate almost overnight, which is what we're seeing. We're seeing it. The Steam chart disparities are just the tip of the iceberg. What's more interesting is how this failure signals a shift in how AAA PvP games will succeed or fail going forward. If Call of Duty falls, guys, it's going to leave a huge ripple effect in the gaming industry. And thankfully, games like Arc Raiders, games like Battlefield 6, I always get confused because they both start with a fucking B. Can you name the games differently? But Battlefield somehow managed to get back on its feet after stumbling with its last game, which is pretty impressive. It doesn't take much, guys. Just give what your fan base wants. Call of Duty could come back. They could absolutely come back. But I think their days of dominating the shooter market are over. They have to earn it. They can't just put a game out, slap Call of Duty on it, and make money. If Black Ops 7 teaches us anything, it's that big publishers that are betting or relying on branding, nostalgia, short-term microtransactions, they can't do that anymore. You can't just skate by. They literally were on cruise control. Players vote with their time, they vote with their wallets, and the audience that once made AAA shooters untouchable, they're gone. They're leaving, guys. Just look at the Game Awards. It's indie and AA. AAA gaming has never been more cooked than ever, guys. I mean, it's some things need to give, some things need to change, and I think Call of Duty Black Ops 7 doing so bad is a sign that the tide's changing. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Make sure you hit that like if you enjoyed the video, or the dislike if you didn't. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Peace out.